This week on Fulfilling Dreams, we are in Cambridge to meet with the great people at the National Service Dogs. Tamara gives us some insight on the purpose of service dogs and how their matchup process led to Diane and Jim meeting their lucky lady. So what is the purpose of the National Service Dogs?
The purpose is to provide service dogs for children with autism and adults with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, to help enrich their lives and to provide independence in the community.
That's great. Do you have a matchup process for the different people and dogs?
Yeah, we start the matchup process almost upon intake with the clients, meaning that we look at the not just the needs that they have in regards to the supports for their disability, but the personalities and the characteristics of the dogs. Jim was almost grumpy, but Jim now comes and speaks at events that we might hold and smiles. And Diane, she struggled with a few things, mostly emotionally, but she doesn't use her scooter anymore to walk at all. Like, she's out and happy and sharing their story. And
Lady is more than just man's best friend. To Jim and Diane, she's a necessity.
The day we got her, I hear him, this happy one here, in the TV room, giggling. To live 42 years of battling each other, battling whatever monsters that were in my head, and then all of a sudden to be able to laugh at it, that's miracle stuff.
When in the military, I was responsible for a number of people on my crew. When I got out, I had nothing. So now I have a responsibility to her, and she responds in kind to me, and to us, both of us.
Both Jim and Diane struggle with PTSD. It dates back to October 23rd, 1969, what was known as the worst peacetime accident in the Royal Canadian Navy's history.
Especially the nightmares, flashbacks, and things like that. You know, you get up in the middle of the night, you don't know where you are or what you're doing, and from that day on, they said, we won't leave you alone. You know how powerful that is?
The more I learn about them, the more I'm extremely confident that we made the right choice by going with NSD.
Something happens when you're faced with deadly destruction. You internalize this. This is a fight for your life.
While performing sea trials, the HMCS Kootenay's gearbox exploded after reaching critical temperatures and set fire to the engine room. Jim was aboard the ship during the explosion and sent a signal back to command, where Diane was on the other end.
I can't not feel that dog on my foot. So I am here in the present instead of being there in my mind in the disease. And that's what the dog does.
We really wanted to say thank you for sharing your story with us. When we talked to Tamara, we got in contact with your daughter as well. The feedback that we got was that you just wanted to make sure that the National Service Dogs got the attention that they deserved in order to keep helping people like yourselves. But we did hear that, Jim, you like woodworking.
So we began by bringing it up to our workshop and cut a length of cherry. And we brought it to the jointer and just gave it a flat face. And after that, we just bring it over to the thickness planer and put it through so everything's flat to the same thickness.
Our friends down at A&M Wood Specialty were kind enough to give you a little gift, so I'll go grab that for you if you just want to stay there for a minute.
You guys.
So when I said little gift, I really meant
Yeah.
big one. Mike down at A&M Wood Specialty was kind enough to find a big slab of cherry wood, so
Yes.
hopefully you can work it into your next project.
I sure can.
That's where your ships can go, right?
That's it. Oh. Should we end it now?
We would like to thank Tamara and the National Service Dogs organization for all of their amazing work, as well as Mike and A&M Wood Specialty for their generous donation of a piece of cherry live edge wood.